Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Yes, a little bit more enthusiasm in the voice right now. And what on earth am I doing on the Old War trash leading up to Flame Leviathan? All will be revealed shortly. But did you enjoy this afternoon's video? Oh boy, did I have fun making that. And believe it or not, it is based on a true story. Yeah, it's actually very believable on the World of Warcraft. A few nights ago, me and my friend Monkey Ball were flying around Pandaria, trying to see if we could find in these Zandalari Warbringers. We want to get ourselves a Direhorn mount, you know. Everybody does. Who doesn't want a Direhorn mount? Put your hands up. You put your hand back down. You're just being annoying. You're just being nasty. And anywho, we're in the Jade Forest, and we found the one in the Jade Forest that we're flying over on my two-person rocket mount. We saw it. We literally swooped straight in. And pulled it, because you know these are rocking horse doo-doo things. You know, they're very difficult to find untapped at the minute. So we just went straight in. Anywho, you're a player of WoW. You know that it takes a certain amount of time for other things to start phasing in. You can see things like rare elites from quite a distance, but like regular mobs and stuff like that, they take a while to kind of phase in. And we swooped in, pulled it. And there's a group of 4 or 5 people behind us. And they were just like, what the fuck? And we're like, what? And they're just like, dude, you totally saw that was ours. I was like, look, there was an untapped mob. We went for it. We tapped it. We killed it. You know? What's wrong with that? And then they started to actually try to ruin the fight for us. They tried to pull the rare elite off of us and drag it off to a place where it would reset. Fortunately, my Void Lord kept on managing to get the threat back and dragged it back into play, and we eventually killed it. And they still continue to insult us, and I wasn't being insulting back. I mean, I could have easily bit, but I didn't. I was trolling their ass off, though. You know, I was purposely replying with stuff which I knew would be antagonistic, so I was being very passive-aggressive. But yeah, and they were just like, what is wrong with us pulling a mob which isn't tapped? And they were like, well, we were getting ready, so it was ours. I was like, you know, well, I said, look, we had a Shadow Priest and a Warlock just fly straight in, no flasks, no food, no nothing. We just went straight in, pulled it, we wanted it. I said, that's what you should have done. That's all you should have done. Ay. Right, on to the main feature. Why did I have the trash, by the way, leading up to Flame Leviathan? Monique, that was for you. She asked me, she posed me a question. She said, as a Warlock, how do you get through the trash leading up to Flame Leviathan? How easy, difficult, whatever. It's really easy. That's all you have to do. You just blow down the towers, blow down the little mobs, and pull the spiders. They should automatically come in, but there seems to have been a few tweaks in 5.2 to Old War. Yeah. And the trash is acting a little bit misbehaving, but the Demolisher, always go in the Demolisher, and it reacts to your gear level and your item level. That's how much it soups up the health buy and power buy and all that kind of jazz. But Mimiron, oh man, this fight when I actually raided Old War faux reals was bonkers. I don't think I ever did it on heroic mode for a long time. I think towards the end of Wrath of the Lich King, I believe, was the first time that I did it on heroic mode. But when we were raiding Old War, oh, this was one of those fights, wasn't it? It was tough. It was really tough, but I loved it. I loved it to pieces. And I remember once, before we got our first kill, I think we wiped on 2%. And it was one of the most heartbreaking experiences of my WoW life. But it was all about getting that first kill. And when we got the first kill, ay chihuahua. Now, I've decided to do this fight in heroic mode. I pushed the button. The please do not press button. I pressed it. Oh god, yes, I pressed it. Because I don't think it's particularly more difficult to do it in heroic mode than it is to do in normal mode. And I think it's more fun with all the fire all around the place and the 10-minute timer, just to add that wee bit of urgency on something that you should be able to batter down in roughly around 5 or so, you know, minutes. Now, normally, I would say the majority of classes shouldn't have too much of a problem with this fight. And up to a point in this fight, that is still correct. It's the final phase which may cause a few problems for other classes, because if you know anything about the Mimiron fight, in the final phase, we've got the Leviathan section, we've got that middle section that I'm fighting now, and then we've got his head, all as one, and they all have to die within a set period of time. It's something like they all have to die within, is it 10, 15 seconds? Something like that. Otherwise, they will go back up to their respective healths that they start that phase in. Or they'll get a little bit of health back. Something like that, anyway. And melee classes, can you reach at the top? I would imagine you would. I wouldn't imagine Death Knight's got any problem with this whatsoever. Warriors, can you reach the head? Enhancement chamois, can you reach the head? You know, rogues, same. Or will something like Fan of Knives be sufficient? I don't know. You might have a couple of issues, but I'm pretty sure it's something that you'll be able to work through. Bearing in mind you've got 10 minutes in heroic mode to do this fight, you shouldn't have that much down. Now then, do you like my new look that I'm sporting? I look like Aquaman's retarded brother. Actually sister, because I'm in the female character mode at the moment. But I loved, if you saw my video on the new tier sets, I absolutely adored the new mage set. I thought it looked absolutely fantastic. And I went into Last Stand of the Zandalari, which again, if you saw yesterday's video, isn't actually going to be the last stand of the Zandalari at all. The devs have announced the Zandalari will be back at some point. And I won a piece of gear on each boss. I won the head, I won the gloves, and I also won the chest. Now, I haven't got the gloves equipped, I've got them transmogged, but I did equip the chest and the head. It was a trade-off, because I would lose my 4-set bonus, but I'd gain about 700 odd spell power and some, you know, about 20 odd K health. Yeah, 20 odd K health, something daft like that. And a couple of other little tweaks to my stats. So I thought the trade-off was worth it, considering what my 4-set was. And I went ahead and did it. And yeah, I might look like Aquaman's retarded sister, but I actually quite like the look. I do like the look. I need a better chest. I need to go kill, is it Yogg that drops the chest in Old War? But yeah, I think if I get the Old War chest, it may start to look reasonably well and put the Old War shoulders on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is the final phase. I've managed to dispatch the Leviathan section, the rocket section, and also the head section. And now they're all at X amount of health, and they have to die within, like I said, roughly about 15 seconds of each other. So dot classes, shadow priests, mages, and spellcasters won't have a problem with this, because targeting these areas is going to be easy as pie. I probably got a little bit more of an advantage because I do have a pet, but a tanking pet. So again, hunters, you're probably the closest non-spellcaster class to what a warlock can do in these 101 videos. You won't have any difficulties whatsoever with this fight. Stay out of the fires. You can dip in them for a while. It's not as if they're going to hurt you too much, but if you stand in them for a significant period of time, then you will start to take all manner of damage. So just be careful. And a few warlocks and a few people have been asking, how on earth do I run and cast as a warlock? Well, it's the level 90 ability, Kill Jaden's Cunning. That actually allows you to cast and run at the same time, but it does apply a stacking movement impairing debuff, which can go up to 2 stacks and reduce my movement speed by 30%. So there we go. Managed to blow all down at once. Fantastic fight. Love the Mimiron fight. Wonderful. Haven't got the mount. Want the mount. Need to go to do Yoggi with 0. And see if I can get that. But loot hauls, oh, you know, it's becoming a tradition now not to let you down because I get shouted at. So what do we get? We got the head, warrior, hunter, chamois. We got some cloth hands, beautiful. And we got some male feet. Still no female feet. Just keep getting the male stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, comment. Is it just me or is the fire spreading? Oh, it is spreading, isn't it? Yeah, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my... Actually, that looks really cool. Really cool. I'm just going to stand here and look wicked. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and also like my Facebook. That's an order, peeps. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. Take care, everybody. Don't suffer from little bitchitis. Bye-bye.